Okay, yet another photo sent in to us to edit, and as you can see we've got some ice cold looking photos here. So you can go give her a follow in the description, all her links are down there for you guys. And yeah, we've got some pretty cold looking images, a vignette applied to most of them, and we're going to be working with this image here, trying to recreate the exact edit. So I really like this, awesome photo, and we're going to get into Lightroom and see what we can do. Alright, so unedited image, edited image. So we're going for a much colder look with quite a few blues in the highlights and a good vignette really making the center of the image pop out. So we've already done the crop and we've cropped it one by one, so it gives a square cropping. So first thing, I'm going to drop the exposure. Going to bring up the contrast. Bring up some shadows so we can see the face of the cliff a bit more. Whites are actually pretty bright in the back there. I'm gonna make it bright enough so when we do the vignette, it still shines through. Dropping the blacks, I'm just looking at the front here, seeing how dark the waters in that are, but then accounting for the vignette we're gonna bring in. Clarity, bit of clarity. Yeah, we'll pop some vibrance. Right, so do a vignette. Just trying to match it up around this. Slightly. Right, so you can see we've got the bottom pretty good, but the top still isn't dark enough. Nice and feathered out, and just drop the exposure. Right, so do some tone curve. Add a bit of contrast. And cool, so moving on, gonna throw some blues in the highlights, some real tealy blues. As you can see, it's quite teal. Doesn't look quite right at the moment because we're gonna fix it up with the HSL. Shadows. Bit of warmth. You can see what that does. Adds contrast to the blues, helping that mountain stand out and the rays come off it. Right, so we're gonna try to fine tune some colors now. Might start with the blues, just desaturate them a bit. about there. Drop the aquas right down as well. So the reds, not a great deal, but it looks quite magenta and purple on the edge of this cliff here. So I'm going to shift the reds, maybe just a little that way. Same with the oranges, have to desaturate them. And the yellows, because you could see in her other images the greens and the yellows were very warm. The greens on the edge of the cliff, they're a very yellowy warm color. Not many purples in the image. Bring these reds and purples down a little. Looking pretty close, we've just got to add a bit of a pop to some of these colours. Not much going on. You have to look very closely sometimes. But you can still see some yellows. If you bring it all up, you won't, because luminance, by brightening stuff in luminance, desaturates things as well. I can still just see some yellows in there. If I brightened it up, I would have lost them. Bring it up. And I think we're looking pretty good. Might want it a little darker up top, maybe. I think it's, here's our before, after. And you'd probably want to do some brushing, you usually do on landscapes, to really bring out the contrast by dodging and burning. Okay, I'm going to leave it there, guys. You can go give her a follow in the description. You can give myself a follow down there. And comment down below who you want to see, but try to keep it below 50,000 followers on Instagram. That way I can reach out to them, they can send in a photo, and I can do a tutorial on them. So yeah, hopefully you guys do that, and leave a like, and I'll be catching you in the next one.